Welcome back to Ink and Matcha. First and foremost, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who subscribed to my channel. I never anticipated to receive this amount of support right from the start, so thank you to everyone who left a comment, who liked, and who took some time out of their day to interact with me. I'm very grateful and very motivated actually seeing all this support to continue sharing my nano journey. With that said, I think we can hop straight into the agenda of today's video, which is primarily to share with you guys how I set up my novel on Nanowrimo's website, plus how I'm going to set up Scrivener, the program I will be using to write my nano novel, and how I'm going to arrange my scenes and all that juicy stuff, so I don't have to think about it too much when we are in Nanowrimo, which I guess is sort of like the Preptober vibe, getting ready, setting things up, so when Nano comes we can all start writing. So without further ado, let's jump straight in. So first things first, I thought we can start with setting things up in Nanowrimo. It's been a while since I have logged into my account, and you can also see my old project there. So I'll switch now the screen so you can also see what I'm seeing. Basically, here we go. So this is my profile on Nanowrimo, and what you can see here is my old project Z, which I wrote for Camp Nano, and here are some badges. I won this one for 25k words. My aim was to write 30,000 words. So yeah, this is the project that I was writing before. And now we're gonna set up a new project, and I'm gonna call it Act 2, Project Z, and it's a draft 2. Now let me just, the project status is of course, in progress. And how much privacy do you want? I was even considering maybe putting it on only me, but then again, if you people want to follow along, I'll set it on public. What type of project is this? It's a novel. Yes, it's a novel, and yes, we want to associate it with the Nanowrimo 2022. So moving on, we are going to set the details. Okay, we can't change anything here, so this is like preset. So 50,000 words is the goal. We are starting from the 1st of November, so then we'll be able to plug in the words. What is the genre? You see there's quite a lot to choose from, but I'm just going to go simply fantasy. And I'm not going to necessarily put any information right now for the details of my project, because I mean, I have playlists and I have vision boards and whatnot, but yeah, so here we are. These are the details. You can even change the cover image. You can see the goals, 50,000 words, so everything is looking how we wanted it to. And now we're gonna hop into Scrivener and set things up there. So we're starting with the project template, so I always go open recent. You see there's a bunch of projects I'm working on, but this is the one. So we're going to open up a new folder right here. We're going to call it Nanowrimo. And maybe we can add even the year. Oops. 2022. What I have already prepared, which I'm not sure you're aware of, but in my project notebook, I prepared all the scenes and all the chapters from the Act 2 that I will be plugging into this map now and setting up the word count. So basically how I'm approaching this project is the following. So since I'm attempting to write my Act 2, I split it in part 1 and part 2. The part 1 where the fun and games happens, introducing new characters, B-plots, whatnot, and then the second part of Act 2, which is supposed to tie everything together and connect it or make a clear path for Act 3, which I have already planned. But the whole point here of what I'm trying to do is set things up in my project that I know exactly how am I progressing through my Act 2. If you're interested in my goals for Nano, I have a video that I will link either here or up here, so you can watch it if you would like to find out what I'm actually doing here. With that said, we're gonna now look at all of the scenes that I have here, and we're gonna plug them in and also set the word count goal. So if we're trying to write 50,000 words in a month, this means, if my math is correct, and it might not be because I'm terrible at maths, but if we write every single day, I would need to aim for around 1,670 words. In here, what I'm doing is I'm going to add a new folder. It's going to be Act 2 Part 1, and we're going to add another folder which is going to be Act 2 Part 2, and we're just going to move that into the Nano folder. So from Act 2 Part 1, I'm going to start plugging in the scenes. Okay, so what I did so far is for Act 2 Part 1, I listed all the missing scenes, because I have a couple of them already written, but all the missing scenes and chapters that I will be attempting to write so far. And just by counting them, there is 11 of them in Part 1, which is exciting because it feels a lot more real now that I have them counted and right here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up for my future self all the relevant notes, plot points, character voice, descriptions that I need to be aware of when I'm writing those scenes. After that, I'll do the same thing for Act 2 Part 2, so you kind of get the drift of how it functions, right? I plugged in everything that I have so far for Act 2 Part 2. It's a bit less specific in terms of the order of scenes and scenes that potentially have to come in between. There's a lot basically that will start making sense as I move or write the Part 1. However, I think looking just at it, it's more than enough chapters to try to attempt to write in a month. However, I will be honest with you, a part of me also thinks that it's quite ambitious of me to attempt to write complete Act 2 in a month, because knowing myself, this will probably be a lot more words than just 50,000 words. So I'm readjusting my goal into saying I'm going to attempt writing Act 2 Part 1 for Nano. So that's the first thing. And now that we have all of these chapters and have all of these notes here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set now the word count. So let me show you how it's done. So we want to hop into here, and you can see here 0 words. And now you have here, you can set up a target for each of these documents right here. And looking at my notes, we are targeting 1,670 words. So there you have it. You can see now down here the word count, and it's going to have here right here in the corner the progress bar. So that's something you can play around with. To sum it all up, what I would advise everybody to do to prepare for Nanowrimo is to set up your chapters and scenes and word counts into any software that you will be working in. Make sure you have all your timing and notes ready so you can hop straight into writing. Prepare any playlists or inspirational documents or pictures that will get you into the mood of writing. And of course, grab your favorite drinks. I'm gonna have my matcha. But what I wanted to also mention is that in my next video, I'm planning to talk about importance of keeping promises to yourself. and I think it's quite a topic to explore for Nanowrimo, as we all pledge now to write 50,000 words in a month. So if you're interested in that and you would like to hear what I will have to say about that, I would be very happy if you hit that subscribe button, and of course I'll see you then in the next video. So thank you for watching, have a good one, ciao!